hiding in your pocket.
Fudge, 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 fudge.
What am I feeling?
Hello and welcome to Tales Across Time and Space. I'm Thomas, your game master, and I'm joined by Jane ESP.
Hey, I'm Jane ESP, and I'm playing Genox the Lynx Smith.
I'm also joined by Radical Dishonesty.
Hey, I'm Radical Dishonesty, and I'm playing Sohoy, the Chosen One.
I'm also joined by Crystalline Kitsune.
Hi, I'm Crystalline Kitsune, and I'm playing Lara the Mystic.
And hopefully I will be joined later by Zeistund, who's playing Zeistund the Discarded. But he is being a bit later, and we just needed to get the ball rolling, so...
Hey honey, I have a voicemail.
What?
A second. I have a voicemail a second, so I need to listen to it.
Okay. Anyways, so, today we're playing Interstitial Logos, but first there would be updates here if we had any, but no, not really.
Yeah.
But,
Okay, it's just...
Can we just say then for the notes, just everybody keep safe out there?
yeah, no, that's definitely true. We're going to try to keep this to our fantasy worlds where we're mashing together Chrono Cross, Star Wars Episode 1, and Avengers, so... that's all.
Okay.
Anyways, last time we left off, during last episode, Zeistund had discovered a strange dark side reflection of it and decided to pull you guys down to kind of show it for yourself. Sohoy and Laura both were able to feel the predatory presence that was contained in a giant glowing ball bound by chains of light, dark, and nothingness. But and you guys ended up fighting the actual dark side that apparently you were fighting the reflection of. A couple of weeks ago, and Sohoy kind of got a little nuts in his hunt for Heartless and decided to try to attack the hordes and hordes of it. But Laura managed to stop him and ended up basically knocking him unconscious, where he got a flashback to when he was bequeathed to Keyblade by a
By Lysander.
Well, that's not actually what his name. That's just the baseline I'm using for his visual. But yes, that's fine for you guys to refer to it out of character for now. Until
We'll learn his name eventually, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It is a mystery to everyone. But
Not to you.
after you guys know...
Actually, it might be a mystery to you because of the way this game works.
Yeah. I mean,
it might be literally undefined until right at the end there.
Well, no, like one of the principles is everyone has a name. It's just like right now, most people's names are obscured to you. But yes, after you guys noped out of there was a bit of a discussion between Zeistund and Genox. My brain is actually slipping on what you guys were talking about. I don't know if it was stuff about like what you were supposed to do or what have you, but eventually though you guys
So, yeah, we showed back up on the other side of the portal. I tried to convince Zeistund to return the ship so we could, go back to doing what his mission he had picked up a week or two ago.
Yeah. And you had found yourself at the tower that young cabin boy Jack pointed you towards. Inside, you found a bunch of robots bisected by what looks like a very sharp weapon and a weapon that seemed to leave them melted in half. You took Zeistund magnetic repelled himself up the elevator shaft because the elevator was destroyed, whereas Laura turned the rest of you all into birds.
I am curious. What normally when they got transformed in that movie, they were thematic to the character. So what would have Laura turned each of us into bird-wise?
That's a question for Laura.
Huh?
What bird did you turn each one of them into?
I was actually gonna let them choose.
Okay. Ball is back in your court. What bird did you get turned into?
Ooh, good question. What fits my character?
Like, I know I'm an owl. I'm an owl. That's all I know.
Alright, you're an owl.
Mm-hmm.
What's one of... God, my name's skipping on it. But what's one of those bright yellow birds? I'm trying to think of it, just because of my character's hair color.
Is it like
Kind
a
of
bird
a
of
killer
prey
bird.
or
A
Canary?
bird of prey. It could be, but no.
a canary?
A canary, that's it. Yeah, that's it. God, why was my brain skipping
Just
out?
stay out of any mine shafts. And what kind of thing did Sohoy end up being turned into?
If we're talking Jungle Boy, I suggest like a parrot.
Right. Well, it could be Jungle Boy. Could be more of a callback to something before that.
Yeah, I have no suggestions for callback for before that at this point.
Yeah. Understood.
Like I say, it's not terribly important. It's just locomotion.
No. It's not.
So yeah, so you arrived.
Let's just go ahead and pick a budgeriar.
All right.
Yeah, so you arrive.
Kind of like a carrot, but not.
All right. So yeah, you guys kind of all arrive. Laura lifts the form change as soon as you get up there, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are finding yourself on the penthouse. Very nice, like suite that is totally trashed right now, as there is a Catman in like antiquated black military uniform, fighting with a giant scythe against what looks like to be a red man with horns out of his head and like black colored robes, like martial arts robes. They are clashing in the middle, while back at the bar of the penthouse, you see a man with like a little glowing thing on his chest, got some very well groomed facial hair, and another skinnier, paler man with long, kind of slick hair, and who's dressed in like a green suit. And they're both kind of like they're both drinking some sort of like scotch, it looks like, and just watching the fight unfold. Oh yeah, I probably should realize that we're not actually. I shouldn't be describing this. I don't necessarily should be describing this detail because this is still the recap. Wow. Anyways, that brings us to today's episode: Trouble in the Tower. All right, it's gonna take me a little bit to center myself for this voice's like thing.
Hopefully, it goes better than our trip to Tokyo.
What? When did what?
Sorry, bad movie reference there.
Yeah. So the you know what? Let's be honest here. Let's stop the obfuscation. Tony Stark turns to Loki and pointing at you guys. Okay, sorry, I'm just getting kind of.
I am Iron Man.
No, that's
okay.
Sorry, just my brain just decided to lock up on me at this moment. This is like
yeah, I gotta channel your inner tone.
I've done it before. Just like I just got like effectively stage fright on a voice.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I know the feeling.
Ugh. Alright, it looks like we got some gate crashers here. You want to update your wager? And Loki just kind of scoffs at him and is like, my bet stays. What do you guys do? because also there is still like the cat with the giant scythe and the devil man with double bladed lightsaber are still going at it, trying to kill each other.
I'm fluffed that I'm just a normal bird who fluttered in here.
We did say that the spell got dropped.
Oh. Darn it! Curses, spoiled again. Look, we got no qualms with you guys. At least I hope we don't.
The two in a duel of like some sort of destiny, is it? I don't know. Some sort of duel don't seem to respond to you. However, that is also dangerous when one of them is wielding a double-ended lightsaber. So the other end
laser sword.
Yeah, the other end of it, as he swings at the thing, looks like it's about to cut right through Sohoi. What do you do, Sohoi?
So,
it was. I mean, if it's coming straight at me, then I'm gonna block it with the keyblade.
All right. Roll to defend.
Yeah, that's gonna be a light roll, which is good because that's one of my good ones.
Mm-hmm.
Roll +2 for defense. 12.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have my thing. I don't have my thing open, but I'll open it up.
I have it open. You prevent you prevent or avoid danger.
Yes.
Yeah. So and.
Oh, it's just you prevent and avoid it. It's not like anything specific, like something else happens. It's just
nope. You just prevent and avoid.
This is the one where like if you don't succeed entirely, there are side effects, and then if you fail, of course, you get hurt, and it's bad. Yes. Defend from harm, prevent or avoid the danger. 7 on it costs you. On a miss, you take a harm anyway in this situation. It's got it. Okie dokie.
Yeah, since you rolled. Well, the blade just kind of bounces off, but
blades come directly to it, and I parry it like as if it's not weird that I'm parrying a laser with a piece of metal, a piece of bone.
Don't you know, bone beats laser?
Oh, okay. I parry it like it's nothing weird. Oh, hold on. Who's calling me? Hold on.
That's fine. But sorry.
Seeing this weirdo that just attacked my boy here, I want to fire a little blast of fire at him.
All right.
Which I think is a roll for harm, which is dark or
I can say that's you can roll strike with intent on that, just because like you're using magic, but it's like at the same time it's such simple magic. I feel like strike with intent is better for it.
Now let me double check my stats. I think my dark is just my mastery is actually higher, but it makes sense for the story if I rolled with, in this case, dark, because although I don't know, do you want me to roll mastery or dark for this?
No, I typically, unless you're trying to do more than just straight out just attack someone with magic, I'm going to say it's a strike with intent.
Oh no, in this case, it's totally a strike with intent. And that is a whopping 6.
Okay. All right, so you get to I get to mark some harm on you. I think this is like the first time you've actually taken harm in this entire game.
Unless I spend the link, right?
Oh yeah, you could reroll one of those dice.
Alright, let me double. What links do I have up right now?
You have a mastery link with the Forgotten Master. I didn't want to go home. You have a heart link with your somebody and Laura. You have a light link with Zeistend. You have a
Well, obviously, I think the link I need to spend is my mastery link with Sohoy, because I am, after all, defending him from this guy who just randomly attacked.
okay. Link is spent.
Woo!
Roll 1d6.
Okay,
All right. Well,
that's
that makes it
yes.
very easy to to resolve there. So you got your one higher. So you get to pick one.
And I also get violence of experience.
No, you don't.
Wow, I thought you mark experience on failure like that.
You succeeded.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, because
No,
you
no,
replaced the
no.
1 with the 2, so that's a 7, and that's a hit.
Okay.
So you get to choose one: defend yourself from harm, deal great harm, or take control of the situation.
Well, I'm doing great harm. This guy just tried to swipe it. Sohoy, I'm hitting him.
All right. What is it? How do you deal him great harm?
Like, I see him attacking Sohoy. I'm like, I guess, I don't know. Maybe his devilish looking appearance is invoking some annoyance in me.
Mm-hmm.
So I conjure like a column of fire and just like Kamehameha blast him in the face.
So instead of like a fireball, you switch to like a force laser.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you as you kind of just burn it,
If you really want to make it fitting in character, you can slice him in half as I do it.
he's not going down from this.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, though, realizing this is now a melee de trois or whatever, a melee between 3 parties now. The lynx just goes spins through the air and just comes slicing down on you, kind of hooking into your arm and kind of just dealing 1 harm, but not like it's just like a small cut through your coat kind of thing on as throwing off your sustained fire on Darth Maul. Deal harm. Of course, since your sustained fire is no longer holding him at bay, Darth Maul is back on the offensive, and looks like he's going down to strike at Genox. Laura, what are you doing about this? As Darth Maul has leaped in the air and is about to swing down on Genox, who is dodging away from Lynx.
I'm gonna pull out my sword and go in for an attack.
Sorry, one sec. What'd you say, Rad?
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Okay.
Pull out sword. Go in for attack.
All right. So are you striking with intent or striking to subdue?
Striking with intent.
All right. Roll plus dark.
Ah! That was bad! I might need to pick some different D6s.
Yeah, and like that was a 1 and a 2 for those at home.
Curse you!
And that's not even worth spending a link on, because
Curse you! I'm
you
changing
have to
D6s.
roll a 5 or a 6 on the other die to change that result. So
might
mark.
as well take experience.
Yeah, mark your experience. And so
I need a pencil. That's a pen.
well, guys, I don't have a pencil up here. I'm sorry. You know what, I'll record it on the notepad for tonight, and we'll record it afterwards.
Oh wait, I might have one in my purse.
But anyway, so what?
Wait, go down there.
What?
Go down there.
What?
On the floor. There's a pencil.
You can go down there. I'm narrating the game here.
Don't yell at me, please.
And like you're on the one on that side of the bed, not me.
Okay.
Anyways.
Seeing if I have another one.
Anyway, so as Laura goes to engage with the Sith with a is your sword magical in any way?
Mystical?
Like, is it a mundane, like, is it like just a well-crafted sword, or is there more to it than that?
There's some magic to it.
Okay. So,
I haven't quite sussed out what.
Alright.
But I know there is some, like a lot of Camelot ones, it is
magic weapon.
It's got some magic in it.
Yeah.
Like most Camelot weapons.
Alright. So you go to kind of block the blow of it, and you actually hold for a moment, like holding the blade back against it and preventing him from striking down a distracted Janox. But soon your sword starts to heat up from the energy in the lightsaber, and you're forced to kind of drop. You're forced to kind of drop it in the moment.
Yeah.
And you take one harm.
Mm-hmm.
So, as your sword clatters to the ground, Sohoi.
I also take one harm.
Yeah, and Sohoi, you hear the Tony Stark shout to you, "Hey Mowgli, what are you here for?" Sorry, hey Mowgli,
Yeah, that would fit.
what are you here for? Other than looking for some updated apparel.
I mean, my character is wearing regular clothes again.
But he is using that. It's more for the weapon you're using.
Yeah, and the fact you may have gotten new clothes, but you still look like a wild child.
Okay. I'm like, I'm he legit like kind of looks like, I don't remember. He's looking around like
Yeah, weirdly, Zyson seems to have just completely disappeared right now.
this is the biggest problem with him being missing. He's the major domo.
I have a good idea of why he's missing. Don't worry about that.
Okay. I'm like, fight?
Tell you what, you guys come out on top against these. You guys come out on top of these two. I'll make it worth your while.
Hup.
What was that noise intended?
That was the jump noise. That was the I jump into wherever I'm supposed. I probably don't need to jump anywhere. It's probably not like an arena.
Yeah, no. They're
It
just kind of
noise. It's like a whoop jump noise.
and after he says that, Loki looks at this. So if you two incompetents would want what you came here for, dispatch of the interlopers. And make it quick. So they, the Catman and the Devilman lock eyes and just kind of look at each other like, they begrudgingly turn to face your group. And since Sohoi is so kindly taking point, you stand with both hook scythe and beams of energy coming forward towards you. What do you do?
I'm gonna spit lightning at him.
Okay.
Yeah, or at least I'm gonna try to. I don't know which that is. Is it?
I'm gonna say that honestly. In this case, I'm gonna call that to be cast a spell or cast magic.
That's all right then. Oh dear, I fail. I'm just gonna absolutely fail.
Yeah,
this case.
no.
I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna.
We don't die here. We're gonna be getting a lot of experience.
I mark experience, which is, by the way, my 5th experience.
So,
which I'm actually gonna put to a point in mastery.
Okay.
Because I've been doing a lot of that stuff lately, and I have some people who are currently or previously mastery links.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go.
Yep.
My character has been learning about the world.
Mm-hmm. All right, so here's what I'm going to say happens. You do it, actually. You breathe the lightning. Unfortunately, you're kind of in a high-tech vicinity, and you start activating some defense systems that were not intended to be activated at this point. Yeah, I'm doing this. And a bunch of
activate the charge up one of the defenses.
Yeah, and a bunch of like they're Iron Man looking drones start coming to life.
I'm like, hey, this is part of the bet.
That is an accurate statement.
And the response you get is a synchronized one facepalm from both Tony and Loki. And
I would like to assess the situation, because looking at this as being bad, though, I want to see if I can spot this compass that we were supposed to be coming here for in the first place.
All right, so you're trying. All right, roll plus heart to deep dive.
Yeah, that's my strength. I think. Where do I go? Yeah, that's my strength. That is my +2. Okay, that's an 8. Is that enough?
Yeah, you get to ask one of the following questions. What here could I use to blank? What here is not as it seems? What's the best way out of the situation? What's the biggest threat here? What was done here recently?
Well, I think the first one, because I'm trying to see if I can spot this quote compass on either the. Since Dustin did explain to us that it was quote Loki who has what we're looking for.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try to see if I can spot it on his person.
Okay. So I'm gonna say basically using what here could I use to blank is probably
what here can I use to do my follow-up play in a few minutes probably.
Yeah. So what can you use here to get the compass? Obviously there's the whole bet thing going on, but if you want to cut out the middleman, there seems to be.
Well, remember also I have a way to fabricate it. So the big thing is that even if I can't get the compass out right, I'd at least like to know what it looks like.
Yeah, you see what kind of a small box with like a rounded top in the table sitting between Stark and Loki, and there's like a bunch of other little miscellaneous trinkets. Looks like for whatever reason, these two seem to be constantly making bets against one another to try to pass the time for some reason.
I mean, and they just happen to have all these really important various artifacts from different.
Well, they may have obviously. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't think Tony is making bets for money.
No, it's boredom, probably.
Yeah. So it's probably the trinkets or whatever, like, miscellaneous things, that because he figures that, there's nothing important enough for him. So, that's what you see. Also, Sohoi, you're going to take 2 harm as you get double teamed because you also totally failed on that. I forgot to mention that with everything else that happened.
Yes. I definitely take 2 harm. I definitely.
Are in
Yeah.
game.
I failed at that. I did the mega failure. You make a move as hard as you want. I get dealt great harm. Got it.
Yep. So yeah, Sohoi kind of slides back towards the shaft and kind of slips down for a moment, kind of, but you easily grab the ledge. But Laura,
Yes.
Sohoi just got basically knocked back into the elevator shaft past you. What do you do? It looks like the cat and the devil are teaming up now.
Okay. What do I want to do? How do I get him back?
Well, Sohoi is just kind of grabbed the ledge and is just kind of hanging there right now.
Oh, okay.
Like he got knocked back because he got hit hard. Not that he got knocked back. Didn't get knocked out of the fight. Also, hey,
you know what? I have magic. Like,
also,
I could use something to kind of float him up.
Also, I will point out, I forgot to remind this. So just before he got hit, breathed lightning and supercharged a bunch of robots around here that are now walking towards us, walking out, looking quite menacing. Their movements seem to be uncoordinated and janky, but...
Okay, so to start with, I am going to try to, like, levitate him back up here so he doesn't die.
Alright, I'm not going to have you roll for that. That's just more of a setting.
And then I'm going
to help me out.
Enough of my sword, because I think bow and arrows are going to work better with the... especially because my bow and arrows are more magic than my swords, because they're like Hawkeye arrows.
Okay.
So
right. I'm pretty sure you're probably casting spells as you use the bow and arrows.
Basically, like the main thing with them is like they're fire arrows, but there's also like some exploding arrows and all that stuff. They're very similar to like Hawkeye arrows.
Hawkeye / green arrow.
Right, so what are you doing with your bow?
I'm gonna shoot at the roboties.
Okay, you're gonna shoot the robots.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with the robots.
Okay.
Try to, like, lower the amount of enemies for my people. Come on!
F.
It's a 4.
And you have 0 dark.
We are doing a bad job on this fight.
I hate my life. I hate my life.
Interdimensional travelers. Interdimensional superpower travelers can't fight simple, super powerful, deadly monsters, deadly combat monsters from other universes.
I hate my dice today. I hate it. I hate them. I hate them. Time to go into my other collection of dice.
Oh, I was gonna say, do you want to re-roll that 1 and hope you get a 4 or better to make that a hit?
Yeah, why don't I?
So what link are you gonna spend? You can see them up there.
Oh yeah. I will spend my Archimedes link.
Okay.
Okay. So I had a 4. My better roll was a 4, right?
3.
A 3. Okay.
So you have to roll a 4 or better to make that a hit.
Okay. So play this. I'll grab a dice. Please! 5!
Alright, you got it. You made it a hit.
Yay!
So you
This one's good! This cricket's a lucky one! I've been, like, going through my dice and, like, changing them with every roll. And I have a lot of dice.
Oh, I get.
All right,
So...
did you do it? I can't see there. Are we good?
Yeah, she rolled a total of 8 now. Alright, so you get to pick 1 from the Strike with Intent list.
Okay. Let's see. Deal great harm.
Okay, well, you basically launch a pair of you knock a pair of your exploding arrows.
Okay.
And kind of you kind of knock one. You kind of knock one and have the other one like between the other pair of fingers, and quickly launch off one at because they're kind of coming from both sides. One at one group and one at the other group, and they just kind of and fall to rubble. However, since you were while you were so focused on levitating Sohoy and dealing with the robots, you neglected your primary combatants. And suddenly they're behind you with, like, with, funnily enough, cat-like grace, one, lynx appears behind you and just swipes your legs out from under you and you fall. And before dealing with just punching you and knocking you back towards the center of the room, you take 2 harm as he hits you hard. So, oh wait, no, that's your lynx. Why is that not updating? 1 second here. Gotta check the feed. These things are not updating like they're supposed to be doing. There we go. Note, you are 1 harm away from going down.
Yeah, there's a reason I think we're about to recruit.
Do you hear me, hon?
Huh? No.
I said you're 1 harm away from going down.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, did I
Yeah,
You took 2 harm from the blow. They hit you hard.
Can I heal?
Yes.
I have magic. I have cure.
That is an option. That is an option for magic. Is healing.
Yep, but at the moment you are right now being pummeled backwards into the room. Janox, you see Laura kind of skidding on the ground in the middle of the room, and she does not look well. Unfortunately, though, standing between you and her is Darth Maul. What do you do?
Well, obviously, I see the objective we're going for.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have a good idea of what I can do with it in a worst case scenario. Mm-hmm. So, as part of me wants to get the part, but I also see my team. This is making me want to. I think what I want to do is conjure up a light spear.
Okay.
Or a light pillar, technically, to try and blind the combatants.
Alright, yeah, you are definitely kind of cast magic, so roll plus mastery.
Yeah, that is mastery roll. Hi. Hold on, roll channel. Alright, that's 9. That works. That works.
Alright. Describe your magic and pick one from the list.
Wait, me?
Nope.
Oh.
Alright, well, I need the list, but I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
I'm trying to gain advantage on the situation.
Well, the choices are opens something, causes 1 harm, heals 1 harm, hits more than 1 entity, has no unintended consequences, creates an illusion, inflicts a semi-permanent condition, or bypasses defenses. Or reshapes your environment.
You know what? I'm curious how change the environment would work in this situation.
Well, in terms of, like... Yeah,
I think in conjuring the pillar of light, though, the biggest thing, my goal was to blind him, so maybe we had a moment of reprisal. So
Yeah.
I think knowing unintended consequences is the smart way to do this, especially
Okay.
with how injured my teammates look. I don't want to accidentally knock them out.
Well, okay, but that means your spell isn't going to really be doing. That means you're kind of cutting the spell off before it goes out of control.
Yeah, but I also, because this is a hard choice.
Yep.
Was there a better option? I mean,
Well, like,
I don't think.
unintended consequences just means that there's stuff that you didn't want to happen that happens.
Yeah, true. So, I guess in this case, I got to take a chance of the unintended consequence. And I guess what I'm gonna do is, you said to take control. Was there one that was like, what was the first view? Open something?
Yeah, there's opens. The ones that I am guessing are relevant to you was probably going to be either inflict a semi-permanent condition or reshape your environment.
Condition.
Okay.
Yeah, semi-permanent condition.
Who are you blinding?
I think the cat guy, he was digging into me pretty hard. I assume Maul's a little bit more injured, but
yeah,
you know what? No. Maul's in between me and my teammate. I'm blind in that sucker.
Yep. So you conjure forth a mighty pillar of light. The but here is, and it okay, yeah, no, that's what I'm gonna do. You create this, you kind of call forth this beam of pillar of light to blind out Darth Maul, but as soon as you do that, your aim was a little bit off. Laura, you're not here. You're not there anymore.
Did you just kill me?
No, I did not kill you.
Okay.
You're just. All I'm saying is you're not there anymore. We'll get to what happened to you a little bit later.
In a moment.
You basically got launched by a massive pillar of light.
Fun.
Well, this is why I was gonna take the no side effect thing, but darn it.
Well, on the bright side, Laura's no longer in harm's way from these two.
Maybe.
I still don't believe that you didn't kill me.
I did not kill you. I did not.
I'm gonna be in the final world, aren't I?
No. I wasn't planning on that either.
Maybe.
So yeah, Sohoy. Suddenly there's a pillar of light. Darth Maul is recoiling at covering his eyes. He's dropped his lightsaber. And Laura is nowhere to be seen. What do you do? Oh, and there's a Lynx is bearing down on. It looks like has noticed you and is you have gotten up and is coming. Looks like coming by to strike you again.
Time to leave.
Are you going to jump down the elevator shaft and try to abscond?
That's right.
Okay. I'm going to say it's time for you to push through stress. What is going through your head as you escape? What is your motivation here?
What's my motivation?
Like,
it's kind of like the big turnaround. Like we had Laura hit, and I screwed up, and Laura screwed up, and then there were lasers everywhere. So in a very short period of time, like everything just went sideways. So it is actually like probably instinctual panic almost.
Okay. All right. So
like my character is less much more, feral about this. This whole world is bringing that out.
Yeah.
This is the first time we're in a real city, and my character is more feral than any other time.
Yeah. So what I'm going to say is,
that's not true. The Agrabah was a city.
Yeah. I'm going to have you push through stress by rolling your heart links.
Heart links. Okay.
Yep. So you have 3 of those. So this is a +3.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah.
So with the way the dice have been tonight,
wait.
I don't know.
Wait, what do I have? Zeiston, Millen, and who else?
Prince Ali.
Okay.
Fabulous he. Ali Ababwa.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. I tried to make him a light link. It didn't work out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, before we go, does anyone want to form links with the people in the scene?
Yes. Who seems like they were the meanest person here?
Links.
Well, one guy did call.
Because like Darth Maul seems to be serious, all business. Link seems to you see him smile every time he dealt a hit, landed a blow.
No. It's definitely the guy who, and maybe I don't even know this, but who's responsible for the Iron Man armors and who snarks at me.
Yeah,
who seems just kind of like a jerk.
Oh, do you want to make a dark link with Tony Stark?
I want to make. Oh, let me do the escape roll first.
Okay.
Yes, I get a 10.
He has to do with Tony Snark.
Then roll -2 for a dark link for Tony Stark. I got a 1.
You are doing the pod with the pod.
I didn't meet him very much, so simply not doing anything is GM gives me a link, but also gives me another one, which is either someone else gets a link or make a move as hard as you want. Okay. So I get a link. And this is actually all right because I only met him a little bit. So actually it feels like my opinion could be malleable about him.
Yeah. No, I am giving you that dark link. I am letting you have that.
Okay. All right.
But
there it is, baby. My first hateful link with a hero.
I know, it feels so weird to go, oh yeah, I'm forming dark link with the normal guy who's good.
Right. My character does not like him.
He is a big meanie. No,
his butt is mean and I don't like it.
Ooh.
So, nothing's gonna happen right now, but there is a fact that has been introduced into the fiction, which I will reveal later.
All right, we're playing it. All right.
And
also have a link I would like to form, but since I'm still engaged in the middle, I don't have to form it immediately.
So yeah, Janox, Sohoy has bailed.
Well, if Sohoy has bailed, Lars poofed.
Zeiston's MIA.
And I know he's poofed temporarily because of me, right? So,
what'd you say?
And Zeiston, I imagine Zeiston at this moment, because we were not involving him, is climbing up. We were just faster flyers, so
he's not. He was there for a moment, and then next thing you look, and he's gone. That is a thing I am stating. He did vanish for a moment, for the moment.
All right then. Well, if it looks like my team is bailed, I am also bailing. I will also be gracefully plummeting down the elevator shaft. And also, as I do it, I'm going to be flipping the bird at the Darth Maul because I'm dark link with him.
Okay, so
what do you? I probably did the most damage to, and also was probably dealing most of the damage towards. So I feel it's pretty fitting.
Okay. So yeah, I'm not gonna have another person roll to fall down the shaft. I just figure you flip them off and then you do the kind of the cross arms fall backwards kind of thing.
Yeah. Like if we're going still on Marvel, totally imagine what I'm trying to remember if it was the first or second Guardians of the Galaxy Star Wars. Basically, just turn my back to the shaft, flip it, and as I tumble out of there.
Yeah, we'll just say Sohoi catches you on the way down.
All right. So
I'd have to physically catch him. Remember, I'm not. It feels like I'm the Keyblade user, but I'm the one with the least amazing powers compared to like the grapples and light beams and the super magic of transformation and the levitating all the metal. And for me, I'm like the Keyblade. What do? I hit people with it.
And to be fair, you're like honestly, like in terms of raw ability, you probably are pretty. You are probably like at least Batman level.
Right. Well,
All right.
Just from
Anyway,
being,
so what do I roll for form of a dark link with Maul?
Yep. So roll plus dark.
I know for me it's a 0. All right, that's a 6. Fuck that guy.
Well, that's the thing. It's a miss, so I get to say I kind of get to say what happens here. Just double check that.
Keep in mind, I picked a character who you don't have to say a word.
Yeah, so I get to give you a link because you still get one. But no, you get your Dark Link with Darth Maul.
Okay, even on a miss.
I'm giving it to you because I feel like I don't feel like they're in this circumstance. Unfortunately, I do not feel like the other links are appropriate. Like if you had tried to go if you gave me a reason for other ones and rolled it and missed, I would have probably given you the Dark Links. But see, this is what I'm going to say. Darth Maul has a Dark Link with you now as well.
I'm his Liam Neeson's character. God damn it.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yes,
you're being taken. You're threatening him with being taken. He's a specific set of skills. He thinks you have a specific set of skills, but you don't.
God damn it.
But yes, so you kind of cut to you guys kind of limping out of the castle, and we cut to Laura. You kind of lost consciousness for a moment.
Okay.
But you start coming to, and you're in this, like, best described as kind of like a service tunnel.
Alright.
Yeah, you kind of, you notice right now you are, bound at this moment. Like, your arms are tied up and at the moment.
Okay.
And you see, as your eyes start adjusting to the dark gloom, you kind of take the picture. You start seeing this figure starting to you, and he turns to you, and you see what looks like one of the armors, but this one's eyes, instead of glowing blue, are glowing red.
Yeah.
You're awake.
Yes.
Another piece in his idiotic game. It's a stink bug on the ceiling.
Okay.
So yeah, he kind of says, another piece in his idiotic game.
He actually a he?
No, that's what he's.
Is he a he? I'm just saying, is this a he, or is this Morgana?
No, this is not Morgana.
Okay.
She's not showing up yet.
Okay.
No. This is partially because of some of the failed link rolls we got here. Change the circumstances of this.
Yeah. My failed link rolls?
No, their
our failed link rolls.
Oh,
I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so I decided to escalate the situation a little more.
Like kidnapping me? Well, I was about to die, so.
Yeah.
We had like 3 or 4 bad rolls in a row there.
I was about to die.
And remember to mark experience for all those bad rolls, FYI.
Yeah, I only had the.
Maybe we'll actually level up.
Yeah.
The first time I've gained experience. Hooray!
Wait. Okay. So I rolled. Yeah. I have gotten 2 experience so far. One which capped out my
I've gotten
experience,
2.
and the other which did not.
Well, I went up a level before after maxing my experience, but at this point,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Juan's a little ahead of the rest of them.
Oh dear.
Had a lot of weird rolls, so
I was
think it's a
totally
little
ready to
ahead of
turn around that fight with you and like, have all the block everything and do that, but you being completely teleported away is like, uh-oh.
I think someone took advantage of the chaos of battle to whisk her away
Anyways.
from us.
mm-hmm.
They don't care about you. They don't care about anyone. They're just a game to them. The you see it's one of those robots, but its movements are kind of janky and awkward, and like this is not what it was meant to be in.
Yeah.
But I feel we have something in common. We are not toys to be played with. Don't you think? He's asking you a question.
I know. I'm trying to. I can't come up with everything on the spot. Okay.
Sorry.
Give her a moment. You gotta
I'm thinking.
God.
Sorry, you also keep trying to look at the stink bug on the ceiling here, so...
Because it's making noise.
It's not making noise!
It's buzzing!
Oh, it's buzzing. I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
It's either way, it's a... Look, it's a stink bug. It's gonna be something we're gonna deal with.
Shush.
Anyways.
Who are you?
He made me, you know. Supposed to be his crowning achievement. But... fathers are always disappointed by their children.
Ultron! Oh, I know who it is now! Oh, damn it!
I was, like, it was actually, full disclosure, I was kind of going to do it when with the lightning breath went off and activated the drones, but then you gotta just quickly dispatch them. I was like, nah, then this happened, then I had you disappear, I was gonna have you just another part of the city, and then they failed their role, so I was just like, no, it's Ultron now.
What is up with Ultron and kidnapping redheads?
It's just Ultron.
Why does Ultron have a thing for kidnapping redheads? I don't get it!
I mean, Tony, like father,
Natasha,
like father likes
me.
son?
He called me Ultron.
I have never heard of him before because
Yes, yeah, no, that's fair. This
We're using properties outside of traditional Disney, thus your character would probably have no idea what they are.
no clue. Who is he?
You should... The one drinking, chatting with his new best friend. Got the little glowing target right where his heart should be.
Oh, that guy? Like, I don't know who he is, so it's just like, oh, that guy?
Yeah.
Considering they didn't talk much to us.
No. The fight kind of took things, and then things just went to shit.
I kind of forgot they were there.
Yeah.
To be honest.
But you seemed resourceful. One that's not going to take... Sorry, I'm trying to do roughly his the cadence kind of thing. Yeah,
you should have rewatched.
I did not anticipate
Ultron
this.
moments while you were at it. You're studying.
I did not anticipate this happening. Okay.
You got to do a bunch of quotes from TV shows and stuff.
I've got no strings to hold me
Yeah,
down.
because he does all those pop culture references.
Maybe you should have watched Pinocchio. Maybe that's what you should have done.
Anyways. All right. So, what did you say last? I kind of lost my train of thought.
The last thing was like, who are you? And then who is he? And then, oh, that guy?
Yeah, okay, that way. Yeah. Alright, yeah, I'm just trying to get my mindset, because I am really flying by the seat of my pants more so than usual.
You weren't expecting Ultron, apparently.
No, it just...
David would be proud.
To be fair, my biggest thing is, okay, what is going on when you start and then see where it goes? This is just probably the biggest swerve I've had in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we haven't really, we didn't have as many, like,
I don't know why I'm
mess ups.
I'm testing my...
Yeah.
Until now, like, we've had, like, 3 failures in a row, and it's just like, okay, let's do it.
Yep.
And I guess it's a story where it gets to get spun into different directions because of dice rolls, not because of...
Right.
Yeah. Because, usually when it's you guys doing something I don't expect, I can, like, at least kind of piggyback off you for some momentum. But yeah, so... Either way, I just had to make sure you weren't friendly with him in the long run. He kind of just pulls the... kind of just with a quick swipe, kind of cuts your bonds.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to think of you as... friend, that's the word.
Friend? That's disturbing.
At least an ally. Because I'm sure you have no interest in the man who is having people fight to the death for sport and gambling.
No, that sounds kind of like right at home. Jousting!
Yeah, but typically jousting is not to the death.
Sounds familiar.
Well, probably what was going on here probably wasn't to the death either. We just didn't really get that far into it.
Come on.
Either way, you're free to go, but just remember, if you are ever interested in the revenge game, come looking and I'll find you.
Go where? Where am I?
There's a panel just slides down and you just see the city outside.
It doesn't answer. Where the hell am I?
City of canals. Water everywhere the water touches. It's funny what can get washed away. And he just kind of fades into the darkness ominously.
Ominous darkness phasing.
So, if you look outside, you're on the ground level. It just looks like it's just a small hatch. Just seemed to have opened up in the stucco tower.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like as you kind of walk outside. What has you would know this probably happened a little earlier. So yeah, you kind of end up walking out at roughly the same time.
I imagine that. Well, she was having that while me and
Sohei were making.
Sohei were working out. Well, that didn't exactly work the way I expected.
That guy's a jerk.
I won't argue with you there, buddy. Well, at least I think I can still get this in our situation. I finally get to use it. I'm gonna see if I can make a copy of the compass I saw on the table.
Okay. So.
Yay!
All right. Apparition.
That because I specifically have that skill, so
Yep.
let me double check the.
To make something from someone's memories, tell the GM what you want to make. They will require 1 to 2 of the following. It'll take time. Needs an item from another world. You can't do it without Blank's help. Spend one of your links. The best you can do is a shoddy version, imperfect or unreliable. Once you've done everything required, I will stat it up for you.
Alright, obviously though, I'm trying to make the compass as now that I know what it looks like, hopefully it'll help a little bit more.
Yep.
I mean, I could have just tried to pry his memory, but since I didn't actually see young Jack, that I kind of have to go off of actual physical visuals. So,
all right.
what's
So
that
yeah,
roll?
there's no roll. I get to tell you what you need.
Okay.
So what I'm going to say is, for you to do this, you need Jack's help.
Oh, but that's the exact person I don't want to bother with. Curses.
Because
Foiled again.
you just need access to him to grab the stronger memory of it. Like, you know what you're looking for now, but like you need to get access to Jack himself to be able to create the fabrication.
All right. That I can work. I can work. Oh, where did Zeiston go as well? And Laura. Ugh,
Yeah, he
this
has.
is not.
Laura got teleport. Laura, you blasted her and she disappeared.
Why do people keep vanishing on my watch?
Is
I'm just
she
gonna kind of like sit
dead?
out.
You say, "Is she dead?" As Laura walks around the corner.
Ah, yes.
There you go. Thank goodness we didn't lose you again.
Again? Oh right, yeah, she disappeared because of Merlin interception.
Merlinception.
Yeah. Merlinception. The new Inception Disney crossover. So yes, we noticed you, Kitson. So, are you okay?
I think.
I mean, you're still pretty beat up,
What?
but
What happened?
Yeah. I think the best way to explain it is I was abducted by a robot guy.
Abducted by a robot?
Apparently.
I got abducted by a robot? Question mark, exclamation point. Publish YouTube video.
Oh, well, yeah. Like, I'm glad you're okay. I saw you were getting a little banged up in our battle up there, and when I went to disable one of them, you just kind of poofed.
Yeah, I should probably heal.
Yeah,
Can I heal?
you can try to cast spells to mend your wounds.
Okay.
They hit me kind of
Do I roll?
bad.
What?
Do I roll then?
Yeah, roll plus mastery.
Yes.
5.
Plus your mastery.
Which is 2? 7.
Alright, you get to
7.
pick one from the cast spell list.
Okay.
Close. Almost the good one.
Alright. Heals 1 harm. Okay. Okay. So, fix that, HP thing.
Yeah, I know, I'm healing you 1 harm.
So I don't look like I'm dying anymore.
But you also did not, you did not pick no unintended consequences.
Shit! Well, I had to pick one. Only
Yeah.
could pick one.
Yeah, you
right?
had to pick just one, and he probably wouldn't let you just roll it again.
Didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't think I'd have
That's
consequences
why I'm saying
from
I'm
healing.
like you're one off from the good one. Like you could have healed like a group. You could have healed all of us and no consequences. It would have been great, but instead you're gonna wind up with like a flower pot armor or something. I don't know.
No. I'm gonna say that the consequence is that you're distracted for a moment, and suddenly you hear shattering glass, and there looks to be. Oh God! It's raining men.
What the fuck?
Darth Maul has jumped out of the window of the building, is descending down on your position. What do you guys do?
I have something that I do want to do. Or wait, no, I don't. I was gonna try to do one of my attacks, but I'm the one who needs to heal all harm, so I was gonna push someone out of the way.
Right. I am going to do the.
What am I
He's
moving?
coming after us, right? I
I'm
guess.
still pissed that I couldn't have used.
Well, that's also
used that
social.
before, and I
Like
should've.
you can also just like emotionally and just push people away, and you can only right now the only person you can do that to. Actually, you can do that to both Zeisted and Sohoy. Janox is SOL.
Zeisted is still not here.
Yes, but I'm just saying you need to have a locked link with them.
Yeah, and I have a locked link with Sohoy.
Yeah, the moment I immediately see Darth Maul,
How is
falling
Sohoy
from the
doing?
sky,
He's
I'm
got 2 harm.
immediately trying-
Or yeah, 2.
grab the 2 of those.
2.
and go,
2 out of 5.
We're out of here.
He's pretty good. Never mind. I won't bother.
Second.
Right. It's gonna be defend harm though. If he's coming, I'm gonna do the defense thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Roll plus light.
See, there we go. 9.
All right.
Oh, okay. I either expose myself to danger or GM makes a move. So the goal was to defend everyone because we're in the busy of trying to heal.
Yep.
And something bad is happening. So just as the context for whatever bad thing happens.
Yes.
Yep. So, okay, yeah, no. You block. You do manage to block the the blow, but the force of the impact kind of sends you all 3 of you stumbling backwards, and you fall into the water.
Well, I mean, oh, okay. Yeah, the block blow is either I block the blow like physically, or I cast Mighty Guard again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a lot of mileage out of this.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, no. But the idea here is that you blocked his massive strike, but you guys all fall into the water, and you all black out.
Dang it! We're
Dang
black
it!
And next,
Any chance we're gonna wake up at the Pokemon Center?
well, what you see, what happens next is you find you all come to. You are on the edge of a river in what looks like the country. Like the countryside.
Oh, okay. We were dumped into the water that goes everywhere and connects everything. Got it.
Yep.
More Disney jokes there.
Well, okay, stream is going good. Sorry, I just lost my stream there. Yeah. So yeah, you see
Welcome
your
back.
sound village. You know, one that seems like every day is like the one before.
Excellent. You did get my joke.
Well, your joke is actually not a joke because you see a pair of people riding by on horseback. One who's in like a red tunic, and the other one who's who's shorter but slightly nicer dress. As the camera pans pans upward to...
We find my people?
No.
We didn't find my people? They're on horseback! Why would I not think that we found my people? My people!
Is the village in Beauty and the Beast have a name ever?
I don't know. That might be something we look up before the.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah. Also, it's like nighttime right now.
Okay, it's night. That's
Yeah, or dusk. It's dusk.
Alright.
Because otherwise, this is going to just be called France.
Conquest.
We'll figure out some clever name for it. Clever name.
Yeah, Conquest. Let's call it
Conquest.
Yeah, you see that you just see the title of the world being Conquest, and I think that's where we're gonna wrap today.
Alright, makes sense to me.
Because I feel like things were getting a little crazy, heavy-handed, so I was just gonna like take advantage of that miss and just push you guys onto another world. On the bright side, though,
we're out.
Yeah, on the bright side, though, because you have traveled to a new world, you heal all harm.
Yay!
And next time we'll pick up in the world of Beauty and the Beast.
Huzzah, verily.
Of course, you'll also have to deal with the fact that you are here without your ship.
We're also here with Gaston, apparently.
Yeah. That might actually be like the first thing Soho does is like, my ship is gone. But wait, aren't you like a wild boy? It's mine.
It's my friend.
But yeah, so. Alright, let me pull up my outro.
My harm is handled.
Alright, as always, you can join our Discord with the link down in the description to chat with us and discuss your channel or channel adjacent topics or what else you want to. Like, how many different characters is too many from a single franchise? Like, how many is too many? Because I think we passed it.
Never enough.
You can also follow us on Twitter at Tales Across to get updates from us and be notified when the channel goes live. Character art is done by friend of the show Carl's. Links below to their DeviantArt and Ko-fi account. Finally, like and subscribe to get both future content and help us reach a wider audience. So to those watching us in the past, present, and future, I don't know what's going on, do you? And good night.
I think we're all equally that confused.